Hello. What are we doing?
Hello, everyone, during our last meeting.
Yeah.
My name is Łukasz Ziętarski, and today I would like to present Madamina, or eventually Eritu.
Well, maybe, but first things first.
Yes. Madamina, il catalogo è questo, delle belle chiamo il padron mio, un catalogo è che ho fatt'io. Osservate, leggete con me, osservate, leggete con me. In Italia 640, in Almania 231, 100 in Francia, in Turchia 91, ma in Spagna son già 1.300. 1.300. Va fra queste contadine, cameriere cittadine, van contesse baronesse, marchesani principesse, va donne d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. In Italia 640, in Almania 231, 100 in Francia, in Turchia 91, ma in Spagna son già 1.300. 1.300. Va fra queste contadine, cameriere cittadine, van contesse, baronesse, marchesani, principesse, e van donne d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. La costanza, la bianca, la dolcezza, vuol d'inverno la grassotta, vuol d'estate la magrotta, e la grande maestosa, e la grande maestosa, la piccina, 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 e ogni orvezzosa, e ogni orvezzosa, e ogni orvezzosa, delle vecchie fa conquista, le piacer di porre in lista sua passio predominante è la giovin principiante. Non si picca se sia ricca, se sia brutta, se sia bella, se sia ricca, brutta, se sia bella. Purché por illa por il lago nella. Voi sapete quel che fa, voi sapete quel che fa.
It's all about the sound, people. It's all about the sound. I was leaving the class yesterday, which was an intense class, which is good. It's opera. Should be intense. And I was just thinking, oh, God, we don't have anything light. We don't have anything. And then you sang Madamina this morning, and I went, that's what we need. We need a little shot of that. Now, this is very interesting, Lucas, because I know your heart is a Michele and ballo and the dark and the suffering, and you love to go into that world. But
because it's interesting.
And are you saying this is not interesting?
It is, but I still prefer Michele and Aridu, for example.
Okay. Now, have you performed Leporello?
Yes.
And you don't find it interesting?
No, of course it
it's
is.
A different.
Yeah, it's a different kind of.
Different kind. But here's a fantastic thing. If you're presenting, especially where you are right now, all the heavy, 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 heavy stuff, we kind of get all of that in one shot. It's so important to show the variety that you have. Mm-hmm. And it is true. We saw this morning. It's like you have this incredible charm, and you have this sort of devious approach in a way which is super interesting, and it gives us a chance to go, oh, there's a lot more dimension to him. We even saw that in the Valentin yesterday, yes, which was really great. So I think this piece for you deserves a lot of attention. And I think you can demonstrate a lot of what you have to bring through this piece. But I feel like you need to invest in it as much as you invest your soul in the Michele or the Eritu. And this, you're sort of like, okay, I'm doing Madamina because I have to. A little bit.
A little bit, maybe, yes.
A little bit. But I think there's many things. Again, we're talking about process here. I think you could be hired to do this today, and you could sing it. So that's one good thing of like, I'm ready to go with this role, so I'm going to show people I can do this. And I think it's really important to show dexterity as an actor with your language and vocally. So there's just a few things that I want to line up to make this crackle more, sparkle, and to come alive more. It's like I need the diction to be a little bit more crisp.
Sure.
I need the section when it starts to go slow to not lose its rhythmic integrity. So if it's an eighth note, it's an eighth note. If it's a 16th note, it's a 16th note. And I think you might want to just come back in touch with the score, because you know this so well. This is a moment to come back and say, am I really doing what's on the page? And to play more with the language.
Sure.
Okay? But the first thing I want to address is the list. Do you still have the list?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So now, again, Leonard Foglia. I referenced him the other day in Dead Man Walking, in working with him as Dead Man Walking. And he was talking about, well, he said many things, but also with you. He said, don't show me everything as an audience member. I want to be included in the decision making, right? He also told me in that same conversation, there's only two things that exist on the stage. Two things. That which is true and that which is false. So you tell me if this is true or false. In España, la lista, 300, and in Italia, 300, and in Turkey, 55,000, right there. Now, I know you've been keeping the list, but are you sure of the numbers? Are you positive of the numbers in the country?
Yes. Right.
Okay, do not use this unless it is 100% clear, and specific.
Sure.
Now, if it's a prop to get Donna Elvira even more upset, use it as a prop to get her more upset. You know? And if you're not really reading it, really don't read it. Oh, in Spanish, look at that. Wow, 5,000 people. Oh, and in Turkey, you can't believe it. No, can't see it. 500 million in Turkey. You know? By the way, Argentina is up 3-0 when I left. I'm just saying. In Argentina, 3-0. Oh my gosh, wow. I don't know if that's still true. It was a good match, though. But if you're going to read it, you know, I don't want to talk about Croatia. I don't want to talk about Argentina. Turkey. 500 million. Wow. In the state of Ohio. Look at that. Yeah, wow. It's either real or it's not. So just start with that. Organize yourself a little bit. I would imagine if you're pulling it out of your pocket for the sake of Donna Elvira, that's a pretty big decision. You know what I mean? It's not happen chance. And also, maybe you want to pull it out and go, oh, but you don't need to see that. And the whole aria, she's going to be chasing you to look at that list, right? But it has to be something really specific. So let's try something. Let's just start and make this real, however you use it, okay?
Madamina, il catalogo è questo, delle belle chiamo il padron mio, un catalogo lieti ho fatt'io, osservate, leggete con me, osservate, leggete con me.
There's no way you'd let me do that if I was Elvira. Sorry, Ken, sorry. The opera just changed, big time. Don't let her do that.
So
right?
maybe I will not use it.
No, now you're stuck with it. You pull it out. If there's a gun presented in Act 1, you have to use it by Act 3, right? But see, this is, okay, so, Lucas, you're fantastic and you're amazing. And part of this is because you've been studying for 3 years by yourself in this solitary confinement of your room, right? And you've been only with yourself. But that's not true right now. And I see you doing things the way you've always done it because you've thought about it and it's that way. And there's something very cemented in you in the way you do your pieces, which on the one hand is very good. You've thought about it, you have a point of view, you have an opinion, but you still got to be alive and think. So if Elvira comes, what are you going to do if Elvira comes to see the catalog?
Or I can show
You just
her
did it
this,
again.
or-
You just let me have it again. Wake up, okay? No. Oh, no. If you get that list, I don't get to sing my aria. You know, the whole rest of the night, I'm just doing recitative. Ugh. Like, you guys get all the good arias,
Madama
right?
veramente.
Ecco. You wanted this because you need to sing the aria, right?
Yes.
And also, what else is at play? I mean, what are your thoughts about Don Giovanni and this list?
Well, for me, this is the most important thing in my life, what I've created.
It's blackmail in a way.
Yeah.
You're sort of using that now. So how precious is it?
Oh, yes, very.
So,
No.
okay, now.
No.
Okay, very good. But now I'm just Joyce. Let me demonstrate that you're not Elvira, okay? If this is the most precious thing in the world, you're not going to go, huh. So watch back later how you first used this, right? You know, you were like, oh, and then, oh, I forgot, I better look at it, right? Is kind of what you did, you know? First thing is you could say, il catalogo è questo. The lista's right here. No, I can't show it to you. I can't show it to you, Elvira. No. I mean, I know it all. But you really want to, okay, because you think, you know, okay, I'll show it to you, but are you ready?
For your own risk.
Are you sure you're ready? I don't know. I think it's going to be, I'm not sure you're ready for this. But it's got to be, if it's precious, make it precious. If it's important to you, that's your life's work, you know? And the other thing is, as this is going on, you're just putting it out the way it's always been. I don't feel like it needs to keep going. It's a long aria, okay? I don't feel like each time you give a number that you're twisting the knife a little bit and probably enjoying a little bit. You know, it's a little bit in that, sometimes like what happens with the Figaro aria, it's like we all know, okay, we're going to wink, we're all going to get through this aria together, we know how it goes, right? No, nope. Have you ever told another woman about this list?
I cannot say that.
Oh, you cannot say, I understand. That's
It's a
important
secret.
to know.
Come on.
How many people do you show this to?
Well, I think a lot.
Yeah, okay, so then in that case, you know exactly, the pages are worn open, you know exactly where Turkey is, you know exactly where Hispania is. That page is creased open and probably taped back together, right? Because it's so many. So, but you've got to give this life. If you're going to use it, you have to give it life, right?
Yes.
And you have to keep reading her, and you have to keep reading, like, is she getting it? Or, I mean, is there a moment that you wish you could be him? Is there a moment that it's infuriating to you that he's been with so many and so with such disregard? Are you in admiration? Because right now, I don't know who your Leporello is. I see you doing some good things, but it's not specific and it's not true. So this is right now, this is Leporello, Donna Elvira, and this is your only moment that you've ever sung this aria, okay?
Madamina,
Okay.
il catalogo è questo, delle belle chiamo il padron mio, un catalogo che ho fatto io. Osservate, leggete con me.
Oh, hell no.
Osservate,
No.
leggete con me.
I'm not reading that. Nope, I'm not interested. Nope.
In Italia 640, in Almania 231,
Almania.
100 in Francia, in Turchia 91,
Turchia?
ma in Ispania,
No quiero di saber.
ma in Ispania son già 1000.
Okay, now, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Go to Mani Spagna. Say it like you're not going to say it's the most serious thing in the world. Right there. But to her.
Ma in Ispania son già 1003.
Okay, now hold on. You're in front of Donna Elvira and you know this is going to hurt her, right?
Yes.
Think about just saying, Ma in España son già. This is going to hurt. 1003. Each number is very different. And you see the tears start to come. 1003. I know. But if I don't tell you this, 1003. So don't make this comedic now. Let's go back to the beginning. Nothing's funny about it now, okay? Just so you have different choices. So that's not here yet. Let's do it again. And this time it's like, Donna Elvira, you're not going to like this, but you need to hear the truth. So it's not comic this time, okay? See what that feels like.
Madamina, il catalogo è questo.
No.
Delle belle chiamo il padron mio. Scusate.
You want to look?
No.
Okay. This sometimes happens when you have to shift gears and think of it in a different way. This is why we want to rehearse it different ways, because if it goes out of that groove, the way we've always done it, our brain goes, bloop, where are we? Okay? So take a thought and think about it. It can't be automatic pilot.
Yes.
Okay? This is serious. And Donna Elvira is like, she's not like all the other women that have come and go, is Don Giovanni around? Because he said he was going to call me later. She's not like that. She's like, I've come to marry him. He said he was marrying me. I'm ready. Where is he? And you're like, oh, this one's different.
Problem.
This one's different. But also, I'm Eris. I could have you killed. So you can't just be like, ha, 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 I know how this turns out, even though you've sung the role and we know how Don Giovanni. You don't know how this is. I'm irrational. She's irrational and she's aristocracy. So play it in that way. Let's see what happens. Get out of my way. Take me to Giovanni. But no, stay in it. Okay? Get me to see Giovanni. Go. Where is he?
Madamina.
I don't have time for this. Where is he?
Il catalogo è questo.
I don't care about that.
Delle belle chiamo il padre
I don't care.
mio.
Bring him to me.
Catalogo che ho fatti.
I don't have time for this.
Osservate, leggete con
Oh,
me.
hell no.
Osservate, leggete con me.
Nope, I don't want to know about it.
In Italia 640.
Quanto?
In Spagna 231. 100 in Francia, in Turchia 91.
Impossible.
Ma in Spagna.
No.
Ma in Spagna son già 1.300.
Give it.
1.300. 1.300.
Okay, now. Okay, thank you, Ken. Sorry, I keep interrupting. It's beautiful. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Uh-huh. That is, you have to have that amount of flexibility, because if you sing this 1,000 times in your career, you're going to have a different Elvira, a different production. And you need to be able to have that flexibility and not go in to say, this is the way I do it, and to find it, okay?
Yes.
And also, there will be moments that you can get the comedy, but this is also a slightly dangerous moment. And if it's just about reading the list from the beginning of this aria, and you come there,
Interesting.
no, it's not interesting. But did you find this interesting?
Yes, right now.
Kind of like Airy 2, right? But you've got to, I love that you said that at the start, because it is so true. Nothing is interesting when it's automatic and we know how it goes. And unfortunately, that's part of the opera world that we're in. A lot of the stuff that we sing, we know how it goes, right? I've talked about this before, especially this kind of piece. You have a look for Leporello that could go in a lot of different directions. You have a good use of the language in this. It's really good. You have a great timbre. I could cast you immediately in this. But if you don't take it seriously, it's not going to be a historic Leporello. And if you get cast in this and you want to get rehired, you want to be a historic Leporello, which means it has to be real. He's such an interesting guy. It will be.
It will be.
Well, we're getting there. Okay, now, look, I have my glasses today. I'm very excited. This is, I want to go... I would love to go from page, if we have the same score, page 67, measure 26. Cento in Francia, Turchia, Novara, in Spagna. Now, 2 fermatas, right? You've got to keep the tempo going to the first one, measure 28. Ma, which was, when I tried to grab that, and you're like, nope. Perfect use of marrying what's happening theatrically with musical. In España. Don't sing it like you know Ma in España is coming again. Why do you repeat it? Ma in España, 33. Why don't you say the number? Why do you repeat Ma in España?
Because I want to show Elvira.
Speak up.
Because I would like, no, because I want to show Elvira more, more punishment for her. I would like to punish her.
You want to hurt her
Yes,
with that?
like that.
Okay, then make it hurt.
Yeah.
Ma in España. Wait. You think you're the only one. Oh, isn't that
Poor
sweet? Ma in España son già 1.300 and 1.300. Spit it at her. If you want to hurt her, spit it at her.
All right.
You know, and in that, and you can do it with this horrible, evil smile. In España. Oh, you think you're the only one. Ma in España. Maybe she thinks you're going to say you're the only one. Ma in España son già 1.300. The most of all. 1.300. I don't know what to say. 1.300. And then come in. If you want to hurt her.
Yes.
Okay? Fantastic.
try.
So can we go from 100 in Francia, in Turchia, non va tu un'ama? So 26? Maybe the da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, we can try.
100 in Francia, in Turchia, 91, ma in Spagna.
Me, right?
Ma in Spagna son già 1.300.
Yeah, but I don't feel like you're making it up on the spot. I feel like you're singing what you've always sung. Ma in Spagna, ma in Spagna son già.
Okay.
Drive home the number. How many is it in Francia?
100.
How many in Turchia? 91. Okay, so I mean, I'm catching you a little bit off guard, but you have to know your numbers. You've been keeping the book. Because if you can't go 100 in Francia, it means you go 100 in Francia, 90 in una, and you've learned like a sentence of syllables. And each number, each country is worse. And you're building it. 100 in Francia, e 91 in Turchia. But in España, I know it pains me to say it. 1.300. Can you believe it? 1.300. I know. You have to you have to drive home, punctuate each number. Otherwise, we hear in Francia, in Turkey, you know, and we're just filling in the thing. So it has to be specific. Otherwise, it's not interesting. Right? Can we go in Italia? How many in Italia?
In Italia, 640.
How many?
660.
No, but in Italian you can say it.
600.
How many?
In Italia 631.
E 40. 640.
So in
640. E 40. E la maga 231. 231. No, 231. 90. 231. It used to be 230, but this morning and today it's 231. Mamma mia. Okay?
It was a long day.
It was a long day. A gossamer dream of a day. It's if you're not like darts throwing those numbers, it's not interesting. And there's no point in singing this aria either. You see what I mean?
Yes.
It's so good. Can we go from in Italia, quanto? Quanto?
In Italia 640.
How many centos?
140.
How many centos?
In Italia 600.
600. 600, not 500. 600. Each one is a nail in the coffin.
Yes.
You're sweating. That's good. It's good for Leporello.
No, I don't know.
But this is really, it's really important because if you don't take care, we don't care. And this is why this aria is so great. It becomes bravura because of the numbers, because of the language, because of how you're spitting it out, and how you're choosing to use each number against her, or to bring her to your side, or to win her over, or to punish her. Could be all of those things, you know? But you have to decide. It can't be generic. In Italia, 600 y quanto?
In Italia 640.
Good, very good.
In Italia 640.
Wait, now, can you just punch a, sorry, Ken, sorry. Can you, every time you have a qualifier, it's not cento, it's 600, can you amplify that?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Or 31, but whatever is the amplifier, give it to us. Same thing.
In Italia 640.
What? Impossible.
In Almania 231.
What?
100 in Francia,
How
in
many?
Turchia 91.
How many in Francia?
100.
100. Oh. And I
100.
remember number 83. Ooh, she was one of those. It has to be really specific. It can't just be syllables. It has to be cento. Oh, God, that lady drove me crazy. She made me run around the block 3 times. Whatever it is. Same thing one more time. So it's about the words, right?
Yes.
In Italia. He never goes to Italy.
In Italia 640.
No, impossible. He's never been.
In Almania 231.
Che? Almania.
100 in Francia, in Turchia 91. Ma in Spagna. Ma in Spagna sono.
Great. Awesome. One thing. Ma in Spagna. No. Ma in Spagna. To make it, don't come at it with the same color. Ma in Spagna. Ma in Spagna. No, change the color and twist the knife. Okay? Ma.
Ma in Spagna.
Okay, but is that romantic or is that punitive?
First, I think it's more romantic. Second, it's more like.
So make it more romantic. Make it more romantic. It's not clear. Ready? And.
Ma in Spagna.
Great, love it. Romantic, but Mozartian, clear. Okay? I know, man, it's freaking hard. Okay.
Ma in Spagna.
What?
Ma in Spagna son già 1.300.
No.
1.300.
No, impossible.
1.300. Va fra queste contadine, cameriere cittadine, van contesse baronesse,
No.
marchesani, principesse e vardone, d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età.
Fantastic. Now it's starting to get. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Sorry, it's so beautiful. So, cameriere e cittadine. Contesse e baronesse. Impossible. No. Him with a baroness, he likes young. Okay, whatever. Marchesane, principessa, e van donne d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. D'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. It's a list, another kind of list. So ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. It's not d'ogni vade, d'ogni vade, da. It's not donne, d'ogni, it's d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età. So let's go. Much better. Do you feel how specific it's getting? Yes. Do you feel how totally interesting it is? Yeah, I love it. So can we go van fra queste contadine, cameriere cittadine? And envision, the cameriere was the Francese one, the cittadine, she was Spanish. Oh my gosh, she drove me crazy. And that one, I also went with her. I mean, she didn't let me stay, but I wanted to, or whatever. But you have to have a relationship with all of these. It's not just syllables, okay? Van fra queste contadine.
Fra queste contadine.
Okay, also, sorry. We're also building here, right? So if you start, we're already there. Blah, 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 blah. We know what's coming, right? But it's also not just musically, but it's also like, I know this is hard, Elvira. He's been with them, and waitresses, and things, and princesses, and barons, and this, and everybody. Oh my, it's awful. You don't want to be with him. Trust me, I'm much better. Okay? So, same thing. Building a list. Words.
Va fra queste contadine, cameriere cittadine, von contesse baronesse, marchesani principesse e vadone d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età.
Very good.
In Italia 640.
How much?
In Almania
Let me remember. Oh.
231.
Ecco, do you feel that?
100 in Francia, in Turchia 91. Ma.
Okay, great, awesome. Now, there's no. Ken, correct me if I'm wrong. There's no retardando here, right? Ma. Okay. Yeah, we get a fermata. But if you've given us tenuto, fermata on the ma, we don't want to get to Hispania. Ma. So calm her down. Ma, it's not ma, 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 you know?
Yes.
It's ma, ma, ma. You got to listen to what I want to say. In España. And there's your fermata. So don't stay in the tempo there.
Sure.
But with intention. Ma, she's going, give me the list, ma, just,
Calma, calma.
in España. You want to listen to what I have to say. Now, do you hear the difference of when you start animating those numbers?
Yes.
You guys hear that too? Even though many of us don't speak Italian like that, we get it. We get the message, and it's like a dagger. It's like a dart. It's like a little, zzz, a taser, right? It's like, we just go, I'm not sure how many that is, but poor Elvira, you know, and gross Giovanni, like, ugh, right? Okay, so the top of the page, in Italia. Now, to my ear, in Italia, oh, pains me to say this, right? In Almania. This is a little bit softer, so you're repeating the same text, the same numbers. She's probably really either ready to punch something or about to cry, and she doesn't want to cry. Oh, I know, Donna Elvira, this is hard to hear. Poor thing. Stupid another one, right? Ma in España, like a little kid, you know? Because musically, in Italia, it's softer. It's more, you're trying to break the news a little bit more gently. Or maybe not. But musically, it can have a double-sided, double meaning. So, top of the page.
In Italia, 640.
Okay, can we just try for fun, just for fun? Can it pain you more this time? Don't take so much pleasure in her face. You can show it aside to us like, yeah, she's getting it finally, or boy, God, she doesn't understand yet. You can tell that to them, but if you're with her, I know this hurts. In Italia. I know. So don't take so much pleasure here. Keep it serious. Don't play the comedy. Keep it serious, and then let us in on the joke. In España. Stupid. Oh, I know, Elvira. And you get that double play? Yeah. So.
In Italia, 640. In Almania,
He hates Germany.
131.
Oh.
100 in Francia, in Turchia, 91. Ma, in España.
Okay, but also, you're doing a huge rallentando. We don't have anything until the fermata. Because you're ma in España. We'd have lost all interest. Ma in España. Oh. Ma in España son ya mi letra. It's terrible. No, terrible. You know what I mean? So, here you have to have some musical discipline, okay? Also, I want to encourage you, keep it leaner, cleaner, okay? Keep it a little bit cleaner. So, in Italia. No, keep it, see if you can't find the pain in that Mozart cleanliness. And use that for the dagger and the the dart, okay? Discipline. Can we go back to in Italia? And really say it to me as it's the most serious, painful news that you're giving to me, and you know it. Okay? In Italia. I don't want to hear it.
In Italia.
Okay, even cleaner. In Italia.
In Italia.
But you hear
In Italia.
right on the pitch. Right on the pitch. Go.
In Italia, 640.
But no, keep it coming. Okay, watch what happens. Watch what happens if I say this. In Italy, 640. In Italy, 640. Yeah, it's more painful, right? But also more pleasurable for you, right? So don't drop it. You need to keep coming. Really clean. The line you're coming to her with the news is the same musical line. Crisp, clean. Ready? Give us the da-da-da-da, please.
In Italia 640.
Wait, okay, hold on 1 second. Sorry, Ken. Sorry. This is so done. Don't soften the diction. Still say 640. Every time you say a number, you're throwing a dart. Don't ever take it for granted. And you know those. Imagine Leporello. I don't know what his backstory is. It could be a million things. But he was like, yeah, 640 in Italy. 649 on the 12th of June, and then the next day he did 732 and 812 in Italy. I got it all down. That's your whole job. This is the one thing you do, is you keep track of that. So be the proudest accountant in the world of those numbers. I mean, honestly, there's not a whole lot else to impress a woman with, right? But you know your numbers and your countries. But you see what I'm saying? If you soften it and you don't punch those numbers, what's the aria for?
About nothing.
Yeah, that's not very interesting. In Italia, 640. In Almania, however many it is.
231.
231. Okay? This is your point of pride. It's the only thing you have. Okay?
Yes.
Everything. I'm not listening.
In Italia
He hates Italy.
640.
No, I don't believe it.
In Almania
How many?
231.
No, you're kidding me.
100 in Francia,
No.
in Turchia 91. Ma in Spagna.
Now, try that again, because that's very different for you. The ma in España, your country. You want to know how many? Poor thing. And then you can walk away. If you've earned that, because it's like that thing of hook, pew. Okay?
Yes.
So let's go. 100 in Francia, in Turchia. Okay? Keep the tempo.
100 in Francia, in Turchia.
Yeah, right on it. And
100 in Francia, in Turchia 91. Ma in Spagna. Ma in Spagna son già 1.300.
what? And then she's coming after you.
1.300.
What?
1.300. Va fra queste contadine, cameriere, cittadine,
Chi?
contesse, baronesse,
What?
marchesani,
Who?
principesse, e va donne d'ogni grado, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età, d'ogni forma, d'ogni età.
Okay. We have to stop. You feel that?
Yes. That changed everything.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Luca, take a big bow. Take a big bow. We love it. Bravo. Thank you. And thanks for your patience, Ken. I'm a stopper and a starter. It is so important, you guys, especially on the arias that you're learning and that we know so well. You have to imagine that it's never been sung before. You have to imagine that it's a world premiere, that you can't turn to a recording. We don't know how it goes. And go into the text. Why is he repeating those numbers? What is his obsession with these countries and these numbers, right? First of all, you can make up a million different stories, but you have to make up one story, and it has to be specific, and it has to be clear, and then you have to stick to it and tell that story. Make sense? Same thing, we had una furtiva, right? Don't just do the cadenza because that's how it goes. Never! I don't want to pay money for that. And I will not play a recording like that on my thing. I just won't. I've heard it. I know how it goes. So I want to hear something that makes me listen. And if you're demanding that I hear all those numbers and driving it home more and more specifically, it's just shattering.